As you can see here, this is a map of the Battle of Balaclava, which took place on October 25th, 1854, between the British and the Russians, but the French also played a key role on the British side. So, I'll be focusing on the charge of the Light Brigade today, and as you can see over by this A, that's where the charge of the Light Brigade took place, and the British main goal was to take out the Russian cannons that they had primarily stolen from the British in a previous battle. So the British charged in through this valley towards these Russian cannons that were stationed in the middle of the valley, but they didn't see these cannons on the side of the valleys looking in, and they started shooting at the British. So this is where the French came in. The French snuck around the back of the cannons and, stopped them from shooting at the British so they would have a chance, to take out the Russian cannons. And the British knew that they had an advantage because there were very few Russian cannons, and cannons fire very slowly. So the British charged through, led by Lord Cardigan, and they rushed in at the Russian cannons that were led by General Ryzov. The British ended up taking out the cannons like they had hoped, actually fairly easily, and ended up pushing General Ryzov and his cavalry back up the mountain behind them. But they didn't expect that a Russian flank attack would come from enemy camps nearby, and the British ended up retreating back through the valley, back towards where they were heading from in the first place. Here is an overview of what the terrain looked like, with the Russian cavalries being positioned on the two hills, with the British rushing up towards the farthest cavalry on the right, not seeing the cavalry on the left.